This is the Mert Auto Trader video for Tuesday 17th of March. The system made 4 trades yesterday, which is quite rare. And yesterday was not a great day, but it was an illustration of why we continue to keep trading and taking small losses, because you might take a few small losses, but then inevitably the system will take a big gain, which is why we're $14,500 up for year 2015 on 2 contracts. And that's why we have remained profitable pretty much from the 1st of January 2000 every year. Right, so the system made 4 trades, which is the maximum it can make in a day. And invariably, it only makes 3, but it did make 4 for reasons that I'll show you, but it couldn't make more than 4. Also, it shows the power of the reference bar. The system goes up through the reference bar and then goes down through the reference bar and hangs around a bit below it, and goes up through the reference bar and hangs around above it. So you can see that the reference bar has those powers, which is what the system is very much based on. Right, well, first of all, normally this would be a dummy trade. So we would only have made 3 trades, but there's a special sequence in there that the system recognized, which is why it went long here, because it recognized a sequence here of bars that says override. It's making sell bars here, and then it goes long because it saw a special sequence and it went long. And otherwise that would have been a dummy trade if it didn't recognize a special sequence. But it got stopped out for 4 points. And then we go below the reference bar and the system does a short, and it gets stopped out for 4 points on the reference bar. And the system does another short and we get stopped out for 4 points. But then the system perseveres and done a long, and that was scraped in very much on the last knockings of allowable time. And the market went up. We took 6 points on one. Market comes down. We buy in our other contract again at 3 points lower, and then the market hangs around and we get out at the close for a total of 9.5 points, 6 plus 3.5, and we've lost 24 on the original. So we lost about 14.5 points. Not a good day at all. But it shows why we keep making these 4-point trades, because we're hoping to get a 9.5 point trade at some point, or like we've been doing many more. So that's Mert Auto Trader for the 17th, and I'm going to be doing another video about end time and a few options which you don't need, but people keep asking me about them. And I'm also going to stick the SPX video on the end of this when it arrives. Thank you very much. Bye. This is the SPX open interest for March the 17th. In March, they added at 2050. Everything seems to be going at 2050. And in April, it was 2050 as well. May was no, nothing. Oh yeah, there's some here, which surprise is at 2050. But I expect that March, they're saying we'll see some kind of down move, because we're currently at 2074. But they're piling up the open interest at 2050 in March and April.